Hello everybody, welcome to the Quick and Carried Kitchen. I'm Kristen Madrine and I have a wonderful and super simple soup recipe for you today. How are you? Hello to all of you who are joining us live. Welcome to the show, our second one on our beautiful new set that we are still getting used to and experimenting with. We're so excited. Hello to all of you who are joining us a little bit later. Thanks for tuning in. You're going to love this recipe, so when we ask you if you want the recipe, just type in yes. I want to give a shout out to last week's winner, her name is Leanne Kasher. And Leanne loves her 8-quart quick and carry bag that she won on our special birthday show for Bill last week. So Leanne, I'm so glad you like your bag. We're happy that you do. Today's giveaway is some quick and carry tongs. We're going to pick 3 of you who leave us a comment about what is your favorite Halloween candy. And you will the 3 of you will receive a pair of quick and carry tongs. And I've already used these a bunch today to help me deal with the hot butternut squash. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. So, I don't know about you. You all know that Julia Child is the patron saint of the Quick and Carry Kitchen. But I also adore Ina Garten. And Ina, for years, has had a recipe for butternut squash soup. And I love it, but it takes a while to make because the best way to do it is to roast all the vegetables. And I used to have a squash in 2 and put olive oil on some parchment paper on a cookie sheet, put the apples, the garlic, the onions, everything in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour, get it nice and roasty, deeply caramelizing the onions and the garlic, and then you put it in a pot with some broth and immersion blend it, and you have a delicious soup. So I wanted to make it in the Instant Pot, and I wondered, could you get the flavor without all of that roasting? And you know, if you've watched the show before, how much I love to deglaze a pan. And I do think that deglazing is the very best part of this, and it gives you all that flavor. So in the pot right now, I have been sauteing some onion, and the onion is getting nice and brown. And now I'm going to throw in about 5 cloves of Alex's mom's garlic. Remember when my friend Alex was here and she gave me some garlic from her mother's garden? Hi, Alex. I'm using your mom's garlic today. So I'm just going to let that cook for just a minute to warm up the garlic. Let's see who's visiting today. Hi, Linda Bragg. Cindy Redden, how are you today? Lena Wallace is with us. Demetra V. Lori Stribling, good morning from Salem, Oregon. Hey, Ruth. I'm so glad to see Ruth Light with us this morning. How are you all? Thank you for being here in the kitchen. So, I am making this an all-vegan soup today. So we are using 1 box of vegetable stock, but you can also use chicken stock. You can use water when you deglaze the pan. I made this recipe over the weekend for my cousin who was visiting, and I didn't have any vegetable stock, so I just used the water. And what you want to do is you want to get the onions just to the point where they're brown and there's some brown going on the bottom of the pan. And then you're not going to use very much of the broth, just half a cup, 3/4 cup at a time. And what you want is to hear a lovely when the broth hits the pan. So here we go. Perfect. And stir it around and just get up any browned bits on the bottom. And that just increases the flavor profile. And because you don't want anything on the bottom of your pressure cooker liner, so that it will come to pressure. Oh my goodness, that smells so delicious. Okay, I'm going to take the pot off saute, just cancel, and I'm going to add the rest of the box of broth. And then once this is done, I'm going to put the apples in, and then we're going to talk about the butternut squash. So if you've ever tried to peel a butternut squash, you know that it has a strange texture to it. And some people, especially people with arthritis in their hands, or people like me who tend to hurt themselves with a knife, you can help yourself with the butternut squash. So I'm going to show you that. I do want to just make one comment. I'm using Spartan apples in this. You don't want to use a too sweet of an apple. You want to use, you could use a Granny Smith. A Honeycrisp is too expensive to put in a soup. So a Spartan, a Spy, you could even use a Cortland, but those are a little sweet. You want to stay more on the crispy and sour side when you use an apple in a soup like this. So those are going in. And now, you can do the butternut squash in one of two ways. You can take the entire squash and put it in a microwave for about 6 minutes. Take it out, let it cool to the touch, and the skin will just about fall off. It's a very lovely trick to help you peel a butternut squash. You can also use your Instant Pot. So this morning I did 2 butternut squash in the Instant Pot, and look, the skin just about falls off. And I did it for 3 minutes, and then maybe they each had like a 5-minute pressure release, just because I was busy doing other stuff. And it just comes right off. It makes a huge difference. You don't cut yourself. There's no chance of a personal injury. And it just makes getting this ready. You do have to clean your Instant Pot out and then start over when you're going to make the soup. But some of you, I know, have more than one Instant Pot. So, okay. Let me clear my mess here. Well, hi, Leslie. How are you today? Oh, Linda Bragg loves a Hershey bar. I do too, but that's not my favorite. My kids know that if they ever went trick-or-treating, they had to give me all of the Tootsie Rolls. I'm a big Tootsie Roll fan, and the only time I ever eat them is at Halloween. All right, so I'm just cubing up the peeled butternut squash in big chunks. And I don't know if you can see this. It's not done. The outside is just a tiny bit cooked from pressure cooking it earlier today, but it's not finished. And so it needs to go back in the pot to finish. Now here's the side with all of the seeds. And again, this is super easy to just cut this out with a sharp knife. And I'm going to put it in my little compost pile here. So I am a Tootsie Roll fan. Some people don't like them because of what they do to their teeth, but I'll take that for now. And who else is here? I need to get back to my screen. Where are you, ladies and gentlemen? We always have a few of you guys that watch, and we love it. We love welcoming you. Welcome to all of the people who are joining us from the big Facebook lists. We so appreciate the support of the Facebook lists. And, there we go. So I'm just going to quick peel this off. So now let's talk about curry powder. Curry, you either love it or you don't. And some people have never had any experience with curry powder. This is a wonderful soup to try it in because it just adds a little warmth, and the addition of the coconut milk at the end takes too much of the heat away. So I use Watkins curry powder when I can get it, and if not, I get some at my local food co-op. And this recipe calls for a tablespoonful. And you can start with a half tablespoonful. And that way, if you don't like it, you don't have to have the strong whole tablespoonful of curry. But I love what curry does with both the apple, which sweetens it, and the squash, which is already a little sweet in itself. The curry deepens it and warms your belly so that on a cold October evening, this is the soup you're going to want. And we had snow here in northern Michigan this morning. It's a four-letter word that starts with S that I don't like to use, but when I took my dogs out this morning, it was indeed snowing. I couldn't believe it. All right, here we go. The last of this is going in the pot, and see, I'm just putting in the big chunks. So let's review. In the pot, we have deglazed onions and garlic. We have a box of vegetable broth, 4 apples that have been sliced so that they're cored, and then a big, large butternut squash that is peeled and just cut large is going in the Instant Pot. And then put your toggle on and set it for 17 or 18 minutes for pressure cook, and you will have a delicious soup. I need to reset mine. Hang on here. Come on. There we go. Pressure cook start. And the soup is on its way. So, hi CM Miller. How are you today? I'm so glad that you've joined us. Oh, Andy Humphrey says that the soup is really amazing. He's already tasted some this morning. Hi, Kathy Leathers, who is my friend from Pennsylvania. How are you? Reese's peanut butter cups are just absolutely delicious, aren't they? So glad somebody likes those too. Hi, Clara Carlson. How are you? Vicki Davis, Bill Kelso is with us today. Hi, Bruce. Oh, you like Smarties, Bruce? I do too. I love Smarties. Those are so much fun. Okay, so what's going to happen here is we are going to get ready for the soup to be done for our lunch today. I'm going to clean up a little bit here. And if you have any questions, remember, we love your comments and your ideas for future shows. I've told you last week that we're going to be doing some holiday cooking and holiday gift making. And probably in the next 2 weeks, we're going to do the vanilla show, which I think is really fabulous because vanilla is so expensive at the store. You can make it in the Instant Pot and give it away as gifts for the holidays. So we'll be doing that. Now, let me explain what we do once the pot is done cooking. 17 minutes is what I have it on, and I took a minute off because I've already cooked some of the squash in the pressure cooker to take the skin off, so it doesn't need any more than 15 or 17 minutes to just cook all of the ingredients. I'm not going to even wait to do a natural pressure release. Once the pot is done cooking, you can do a quick pressure release, and then you're going to add a teaspoon of salt, about a half a teaspoon of pepper, and the curry powder. I use a tablespoon of mild curry powder in this 1 pot of soup. You can start with a half a tablespoon of the curry powder and see how you like it. So I have my spices already here. And then at the end, I'm also going to put in a can of coconut milk. Now, if you don't have coconut milk, you can use either evaporated milk or a heavy cream, but I'm trying to keep this particular one vegan, so no animal products, and I love what the coconut does with the curry. It's a little bit Thai, and it's just delicious that way. So you can use what you have in your cabinet, but the next time you're at the store, grab a couple cans of coconut milk, not coconut cream, and when you open them, the coconut cream will be at the top, and just be careful as you put it into the hot pot. Sometimes it will surprise you the way it comes out the can, so I'm always super careful as I open it to kind of run around a knife around it and make sure that it goes in all right. Well, hello, Georgina. Georgiana Ogden from Westlake, Ohio. How are you? Oh, hi, Sue Johns from Windsor, UK. It's 75 degrees in the UK today. We're all on our way. I am not ready for snow. When it was snowing on me this morning, I could not believe it. 2 days ago, we were wearing flip-flops, and today it snows. Welcome to Northern Michigan, people. Hi, Francis Eagle. How are you? I'm doing great. So glad you could all join us. So, if you want the recipe, make sure you say that you do. We are happy to send you all of our recipes. You can find all of the rest of our shows that we've done for over a year now here on our Facebook page under the videos tab. And you can find all of our recipes over on our blog at quickandcarry.com. You can find our wonderful bags, and our utensils are for sale on Amazon. And I'm going to show you today what it looks like with our finished product. So give me just a second. I want to be careful with this. Linda Bragg says that a vanilla extract gift would be wonderful. It is. It's a lovely way to say hello to your teachers, your bus drivers, your neighbors, your friends. It's a lovely gift. And because it's so expensive, people are not buying very much of it anymore. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you the beautiful finished soup, butternut curried soup in the Instant Pot, using Ina Garten's beautiful recipe done. This will warm your heart as it warms your tummy. Hello from me to you and all of us here at Quick and Carry. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Send us your comments about your Halloween candy, because somebody's going to win. 3 of you are going to win tongs. We'll be happy to send them to you. And as Julia Child used to say, bon appetit.